So, one of the reasons I do this white crime thing is to let you know how mayonnaise loves to spread a lie. Crime statistics, it's not based on convictions. That's a lie. Black folks didn't do this or that. It's always this fabrication. So let's dig into episode 1 of White Crime. You know, white people love to pile on to things that are anti-black. It's one of the easiest ways for race hustlers to make money is to fabricate this black narrative. Now, I'll be the first to admit there's some black things that are documented and supported with evidence. Key word here, supported with evidence. This Netflix thing has no evidence. First thing I want you to tell me is, what's the docket number? What's the docket number? It's been half a year now. What's the docket number? You did this all the way back in February. Where's the evidence? What's the name of the judge that is reviewing it? What have the Netflix lawyers said in a documented response? 0, 0, 0. Yet, all these anti-blacks are pushing this narrative. Oh, they've been sued for $2 billion. Oh, they've been this. Oh, they've been that. In actuality, and I'm not going to give you the name just yet, but in actuality, I looked up all this. The same guy who sued Travis Scott is the same guy who came with this. But guess what? He didn't actually sue Travis Scott. Live Nation said, there's nothing canceled. We're going to go ahead and have the show. Same guy. So what this guy did was he sent a complaint letter. It wasn't a lawsuit. He sent a complaint letter to the Egyptian government compelling them or asking them to ban it. That's all he did. There's no dollar amount lawsuit. It is a mayonnaise lie. It's a fabrication. What's the docket number? Give it to me. What's the docket number? But you see thousands of race hustlers make all these videos, laughing emojis, all this type of stuff to spark that I hate dark skin spirit that's within a lot of these people. When I see black people do stuff wrong, the first thing I say is, are they American or did they just move here? That's the first thing I say. Is he a Haitian guy that just got here in 2004? Because he's not part of the black community. He just has the skin color. Same thing if a Russian guy was to leave the battlefields of Ukraine right now and come over to America. He's not truly a white guy. He's Russian. Same thing as a guy from Turkey came over. If a guy from Iran came over, he's not white. It's not Arab either. Americans, man, they got this sad thing, man, and I've been a conservative for a long time. I'm not a Republican. I don't believe in that Reaganite nonsense. I'm a true conservative, a true Edmund Burke conservative. But what's so sad is, man, they hate this skin color of mine so much that this is really what the problem is. Ever since the Australian guy came over and Dick Cheney helped him with Fox News, ever since that happened, we've been having this childish nonsense. There is no docket number. There is no judge response. There is no Netflix lawyer's response. Yet, a guy just made some more race hustler claim of $2 billion. There's no $2 billion. This is all race hustler talk. Now, when I ask people, do they even know the names of the people involved? They can't even reveal it to you. So I'm gonna read something real quick. And this is actually from the source person. Okay? But I'm gonna read something to you. I find this fascinating. Because I want to see if people are gonna look it up for themselves, or are they just gonna tag on to the whole anything a mayonnaise person says is right. I find it really fascinating that the level of fabrication that goes on, man, it's like a trip. So where did it go? So in this news article, it states that this gentleman, same guy who filed against Travis Scott, but I want you to look it up for yourself, because I don't want to reveal the name to you. I'll do that in part 2 or 3. He compelled the Egyptian government to ban it. That's all he did. There's no money attached to it. And they interviewed the guy, and he wasn't even available. Another guy who's part of the group, he stepped up. He's supposed to be a lawyer. I find no reference of him being a lawyer, but he's supposed to be a lawyer. And he says this has false depictions and yada yada yada. But there's no court filing. All they did was compel the government to ban it. There's no court filing. I mean, you can send a letter of complaint, but that's not a lawsuit. So I just find it amazing, man. But like I said, produce the docket number. Produce the judge's response. Produce the Netflix lawyer's response. This is all a fabrication. It's race bait. It's race bait meant to get some money for the race hustlers. That's all this is. I found this funny. You should spread this on your Twitter. Spread this on your Facebook. And let's laugh at the anti-blacks as they call us names, go on this long rant about this nonsense about her being Macedonian and all this type of stuff, even though her sister was Cushite. And I mean, her older sister's Cushite, but not to mention there are several Cleopatras, but the one that they're talking about, her sister, actually bones were tested to show what she was. I just I want the mayonnaise people to come with some evidence, man. It's just it's just a falsification. And what was so funny to me is the dark-skinned Africans who believed the nonsense, and they had no evidence either. Oh man, like I tell people, I don't blame white people. I really don't. I don't. I know y'all want me to blame white people. I don't. It's always the black people who help them. That's who I give most of the blame to. It's the black folks who don't research, who just jump on anything white people say. It's like the black person always want to catch slaves for the white people. The Arabs want to catch slaves for the white people. It's been like that since 600 BC, man. You got to remember, 600 BC, that was the increase of all this nonsense. Yes, it was happening before, but the increase happened with all this 610 war, and this is just hilarious, man. But like I said, all you got to do to prove me wrong in your long-winded gossip, produce the docket number, produce the judge's response. You got to produce the judge's response. You can't just throw me a number 06A. What, you just can't do that. Give me the judge's response to your lawsuit. What's the name of the judge? Where is he residing? Where is he? Where's his courtroom? You can't give me the courtroom of Fabrication Lane. You got to give me an actual judge, and then give me Netflix response. That shows that you have a lawsuit. There is no lawsuit. Share this on your on your Facebook, your Instagram. It is the most hilarious thing on the planet when, you know, the white crime of spreading lies is it's been going on like that for years. You know, I'm doing a research paper on how they got the black guy from France who invented the process of whitening or bleaching sugar, how they took his invention and chased him out of America. It's just these white lies are just so, it's so funny. And shout out to the new movie coming out about Bass, the original Lone Ranger. We really need to support that movie. But again, the most honest conservative, black conservative you're ever going to meet, originally from the foundation of America, not no fabricated American who just got here, who were born of immigrant NAFTA parents, not none of that. Actual foundational conservative. So spread this, man. Let's compete against this white lie. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, please go ahead and hit the Cash App, King of Classy, because you know you didn't know this information. You know you didn't have nothing to say. You know that this is good information, good research, and we'll come back with some more, man, because we gotta compete against this childish lie. Much love. We'll be talking to you soon.
I'm the best rapper. Is that a fact or is that an opinion? Let's find out. I need a fact, that's something I can prove. All over the map, I know my fact is true. I have an opinion, that's something I believe. A feeling that I have about the world around me. I need a fact, that's something I can prove. All over the map, I know my fact is true. I have an opinion, that's something I believe. A feeling that I have about the world around me. A fact is something you can prove. No matter who's looking, it's gonna be true. Like, this man was born in 1922. That's a factual statement. We can see if it's true. We've got his birth certificate. Let's see. That fact is true. Don't take it from me. Or Jupiter is way bigger than Mars. And I know finding planets in the sky is hard, but scientists have measured both planets and given us the answer. It's a fact, understand it? What's an opinion? A feeling or belief? You can't prove it. Well, let's see. Like,
we should get paid to go to school.
Some people might not think that's cool. That's because it's an opinion. You can't prove it. Different people think different things. Get used to it.
I need a fact, that's something I can prove. All over the map, I know my fact is true. I have an opinion, that's something I believe. A feeling that I have about the world around me. I need a fact, that's something I can prove. All over the map, I know my fact is true. I have an opinion, that's something I believe. A feeling that I have about the world around me.
Now, you can always support your opinions with facts, using evidence, and we should all do that. A supported opinion, sign me up. Like, we should get paid to go to school because school is like our job. We do it all day. We don't get time off, except on holidays. I just supported my opinion. It's still not a fact. You might all agree, but we'll leave it at that. And how did you know it was my opinion? Cause I used a trigger word. Check some out, listen. If I say that you should or that I think or feel, it's my opinion, yeah, you know the deal. Not all opinions have trigger words, though. I could say the best ice cream is cookie dough. I didn't say I think, but it's still not a fact. Just an opinion, and I guess that's a wrap. But before we bring the hook around again, I'll warn you about false facts, yeah, that's when something sounds like a fact, but it's not true. Like the U.S. capital is Kalamazoo.
I need a fact, that's something I can prove. All over the map, I know my fact is true. I have an opinion, that's something I believe. A feeling that I have about the world around me. I need a fact, that's something I can prove. All over the map, I know my fact is true. I have an opinion, that's something I believe. A feeling that I have about the world around me.